you want to clap and then say anything? Hello everybody, good to be with you today. I'm here to answer your questions. So, question number 1. How do you manage your own stress? That's a really good question. We all work in a pretty stressful environment, I agree, and lots of different pressures that we all experience. My personal way of getting through stress is a bit of exercise, so enjoy going to the gym, although perhaps you can't tell by the camera, but anyway, yes, I do go to the gym, that's useful. Bit of golf occasionally, which is nice to play golf with friends and family. And also I like to relax with something like a box set or a Netflix series or something like that, and I enjoy a drink occasionally. So yeah, that's me. Sleep is obviously key as well, but to all of us really, to sort of get through stress and fatigue. That's me. Next question. So a funny one, I think. What's the most unusual job you've ever had? So believe it or not, I worked at a garden centre when I was 15, and it was a weekend job. And I worked there actually off and on until the age of 20, even through a period of time at university, again at weekends, which helped pay for my degree and my education, which was great. While I was there, and being a lanky streak as I was at the time, very thin, a lot lighter than I am now, actually they needed somebody to dress up as a grasshopper. And so, yes, it was me in the costume as a grasshopper, selling grasshopper products at the garden centre. So there you go, very unusual. What's a hobby or interest you have that might surprise people? Yeah, I've got lots of unsurprising ones around golf and motorsport and things like that. So I guess I would say that one thing I really enjoy doing, and perhaps don't do as much as I'd like, is I really like to take things apart, make things better, whether that's motor cars or motorcycles or things that are mechanical. I love getting my hands greasy and dirty and taking something that's perhaps broken, whether it be an old mower or something like that, and refurbishing it and making it as good as new. I kind of get a kick out of that. Maybe a little bit of OCD in it as well, but yeah, that's one of my things. Okay, next question. What initially drew you to a career in the rail industry? Good question. So I actually had an opportunity to join the Civil Aviation Authority at the same time as the offer that I received from British Rail. But actually what drew me in was the development path that British Rail had carved out for engineers and professional engineers. So the thing that ultimately helped me make the decision was the opportunity to become a professional engineer, and that be supported by my employment and the opportunities that the role I went in as a graduate engineer provided me. So yeah, that was the reason. So next question, what is one skill you wish you'd learned earlier in life? Yeah, that's a good question. I think I would have liked to play a musical instrument, if I'm honest. I'm a big fan of guitar solos and people who just have that absolute talent to play the guitar with such passion and strength. And probably about 6 years ago, I picked up a guitar that a friend of mine was no longer using, and tried to teach myself how to play and learn how to read music, or relearn how to read music. And whilst I enjoyed it, I didn't dedicate the time, and I didn't get there. So perhaps if I'd started earlier, then I may have got there, and may have been some competition for Prince and his capability as a guitarist. But anyway, it wasn't to be. Okay, next question. If you could switch jobs with anybody in the company for a day, what would it be and why? Great question. So I've talked a little bit about my kind of interests in mechanical engineering and doing things physically with your hands. You know, I haven't spent much time with the plant business, but you know what? I'd love to have the opportunity to see what driver, operator, maintainers do, because me getting involved in overhauling a machine or undertaking work, I would really enjoy. So that's maybe something I could do, as long as I don't overstep my competence levels. So with some support, but maybe one day I'll get that opportunity. But yeah, that would be great. Great question. If you could have dinner with any famous figure from history, who would it be and why? So I was lucky enough to spend a bit of time in South Africa in my career in the late 2000s, and one of the things that really interested me while I spent time in South Africa was its history, and particularly apartheid and the evolution of culture within South Africa. And one of the things that I did as part of learning about that was to read Nelson Mandela's autobiography. And if it was one person I could meet and have dinner with, I think getting inside Nelson Mandela's mind and understanding in real detail his life journey and his struggle and the challenge he went through, and to get to a place of ultimate victory and the loss of apartheid, then that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your time. Really good to answer your questions.